Alright, so stage 3, we're back on the road again, and we're introduced to a couple of new enemies. Those little yellow cars there that you saw that pretty much have no effect on you, as you can destroy them before they can do anything to you. Their only thing to do is try to ram you into the wall. Those supersonic jets back there that, well, maybe they're not supersonic, but they try to launch missiles up your ass. And those little blue cars that, instead of coming from the top like the yellow cars, they come from the bottom and try to ram you into the side. Which, by the looks of things, we don't need their help, because apparently I can't drive worth a shit. So I'll just crash into the walls on my own, thank you very much. Now, this is pretty much a short level. However, it's got a couple of tricky spots to it. It's got branching paths, and if you don't take the right path, then it'll loop you back around and you'll have to go through the same section over again. So, just follow the paths that I take here, and you should be good to go. Of course, there is a lot of shit coming up here, like right there. Yeah, don't go down the left way, that's very bad. You'll get looped. Now, there's a lot of shit that usually starts flying around here. Once we get about past the halfway mark, you'll know it because the music will change and shit will start really picking up here. And it gets kind of hectic. However, the good thing about this is that this game must be so awesome that the NES just cannot process it properly. And all the sprites on screen cause a decent amount of slowdown, so that should help you avoiding shit like that. Now those trucks are real bastards. Every time you blow them up, they scatter those flaming barrels over the road. Or if you let them get close enough to you, they'll do it anyway, so pain in the ass there. As you can see, the music's changed to one of the better tunes of the game. In fact, this is the, I think, last level tune, new level tune that we'll hear during the game. Because after this stage, the music starts to loop, unfortunately, so good music, only 3 songs, so go figure. This part I always enjoyed as a kid, trying to dodge those missiles while going down the wavy road. Of course, I didn't do that, and I need that control. It should float back down to me. There we go. Because we're coming up to the boss shortly. Something else you may notice is that if you're full power and you collect another power-up, it will give you 1 bar of health. Son of a bitch, I can't keep from running into the wall. Man, can't pull it together today. It's not really useful, though, collecting the extra power-up. You may as well just wait another second and collect a life up, but why not? Now this boss, you're going to want to destroy at least one of these little cannons, preferably the first one, because they shoot out those things, which are insta-kill lasers. Now you only have to destroy the middle one, because that gives you access to the red core, and once you destroy the red core, all the other ones will just blow up. Very easy. But once you're done with the red core, you're not done with the boss, because that reveals a blue core. And the boss starts moving up and down, and he shoots out little mini lasers at the bottom there. Not a problem if you've got your full-powered boss-raping car there. Goes down easy enough. You can't actually not destroy the little power-up car at the end of the boss fight either, so even if you push it off the top of the screen, it comes back up from the bottom. Now stage 4, this is our first, I guess, auto-scroll level, you could say, in that we can't stop our car like we could in the previous levels. What that does is it gives you a lot more maneuverability. However, shit goes by really quickly, and you can't take it slow, in other words. So it's kind of got its benefits and its negatives there. Also, in that last stage, we collected a blue life up. Now, instead of adding on to your life bar, that simply refills it, which is always nice. And I think we've collected all the blue power-ups, too. We got the 1-up just now, so party on. I have shown off all the items, which is great. Of course, we have these bastard trucks again. Something that wasn't really known about this game is that in Japan it was released in September of 1991, I believe. Oh, take note here that when the rain starts pouring down, I should say, the road gets slick and you slide across, so instead of holding down the directional pad, you're just going to want to tap it like so, and you should have no problems at all, since your only enemies are those little yellow cars and blue cars that come up from the bottom. And if you're fully powered, not a problem. Now, like I was saying, it was released in 1991 in Japan, and Sunsoft didn't have the Spy Hunter license back then, so it was released under the title Battle Formula. Now, that means that it wasn't a direct sequel to Spy Hunter, which not many people know about, because within the few months, I think it was released in February of '92 here in the States. Within a few months, they acquired the license from Bally Midway. And Viola, you have Super Spy Hunter. Plus, I always enjoyed this part as a kid, too. Apparently we were up in the fucking Rocky Mountains and now we're falling down. And we just got our head shoved through our asshole because you know that would hurt when you landed. Although I do wish I could get some shocks like that for my car, but alas. Although I'm not quite sure how we're moving around in the air, you know, in like a couple thousand-pound vehicle there, but what am I thinking, trying to bring physics into an NES game? I should know better than that. Now that is one thing that you're going to learn about this game, is that once it finds a gimmick to use, such as this flying through the air, and there's a couple gimmicks in the Stage 5 that it uses, is that it uses them to the point of exhaustion, alright? I mean, we're talking at least twice as long as these sections should be. They're fun and all, but Stage 5 really shows this off bad. You'll see what I mean. They're fun, like I say, they're fun and all, it's just they hold on to it and they overuse it, and then they never use it again in the rest of the game, which is really weird. Now we should be about at the boss here. There we go. Now this boss is kind of an asshole. Those two little cannons on the top and bottom center of him shoot out those insta-kill lasers, so that's very deadly. You're going to want to destroy those naturally, that's why I'm shooting at them. Now this is also where manual control comes in handy, because with that you can aim a lot faster and then you can excuse me, than the computer can, because the computer you'll only be able to get about one shot off each pass, and that's very bad. After you destroy both of those laser turrets, he's going to slow down, and you're going to, if you've got enough health and you've got your maxed out car here, you're going to want to shoot the eye from the bottom and just stay down below, because even though you'll take damage, you should be able to destroy him quick enough, like so, and it's not really a threat. If you don't have enough life, then you'll have to circle around him and get one shot every pass, and it's really annoying. The only way you can actually die is if he pins you up against the side of the road. If he pins you up against the top or the bottom of the screen, you won't die. You'll just take a shitload of damage.